Before the empire, before the Caesars, the legions, and the Senate, before the entire world learned to fear and respect its name, Rome was nothing more than a marsh by a river and a legend forged in blood and milk. Our story begins not in Rome, but in the ruins of Troy. The hero Aeneas, son of the goddess Venus, escapes his burning city. After a long journey, his descendants found the city of Alba Longa in the heart of Italy. Generations later in Alba Longa, King Numitor is betrayed by his own brother, the cruel Amulius, who steals the throne to ensure Numitor has no heirs who can avenge him. Amulius forces the king's daughter, Rhea Silvia, to become a Vestal virgin, condemning her to a life of chastity. But the gods had another plan. The god of war, Mars, descends and is taken with the young Vestal. From this forbidden union, twin boys are born, Romulus and Remus. When King Amulius discovers the babies, his fury is absolute. He fears the prophecy that Numitor's descendants will dethrone him. He orders the twins to be thrown into the Tiber River to drown. But fate, or divine providence, protects them. The basket floats downstream and, instead of sinking, gently runs aground on the shore at the foot of a hill called the Palatine. A powerful, majestic she-wolf discovers the basket. She approaches the crying infants and, in place of devouring them, lies down and nurses them. Soon after, a local shepherd named Faustulus discovers the incredible scene. He and his wife, Acca Larentia, decide to take the boys and raise them as their own sons, hidden from the king. As they grow, Romulus and Remus prove to be natural-born leaders. Eventually, they discover the truth of their royal birth and divine heritage. Filled with righteous anger, they return to Alba Longa, lead a rebellion, kill the tyrant Amulius, and restore their grandfather Numitor to the throne. But their destiny was not to rule their grandfather's city. They wanted to found their own, on the very spot where the she-wolf had saved them. Here, the tragedy that would mark Rome forever began to brew. The brothers argued. Romulus wanted to build the city on the Palatine Hill, where they were found. Remus preferred the Aventine Hill. They decided to let the gods decide through augury. Whoever saw the most vultures in the sky would be king. Romulus, declaring himself the winner, began to plow the Pomerium, the sacred furrow that would mark his new city's wall. Using a plow pulled by a white bull and a white cow, he swore to kill anyone who dared to cross that line without permission. Remus, jealous and resentful, mocked his brother. To prove how weak the wall was, he leaped over the sacred furrow. Faithful to his oath, and in a fit of rage, Romulus drew his sword and killed his own brother. As Remus's blood sank into the earth, Romulus shouted, "So perish anyone else who dares to cross my walls." And so, on April 21st, 753 BC, upon a hill chosen by the gods and stained with the brothers' blood, a city was born, a city founded on conflict, ambition, and an unshakable destiny. Romulus became its first king, and he named it Rome. In our next episode, to save his new city, Romulus must resort to a brutal deception, the story known as the Rape of the Sabine Women. To see that story, make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next chapter of Roman history. If you enjoyed this legend, hit the like button and comment below with your favorite part of the myth.